Do you want to accept Bitcoin payments on your Squarespace store? I'm over here on this website and I want to buy some products from this store. I want to buy this t-shirt. I've selected my size and I want to add it into my cart. But how do I pay in Bitcoin? Well, I notice up here there's this Bitcoin payment page. I can go ahead and click on that and I see that I've got the instructions on how to buy something in Bitcoin. I know that my product is $25, so I'm going to enter in my email and enter in the $25 that I want to pay. I'm then going to click on Pay with Bitcoin. And you'll see here that it gives me an address and the amount of Bitcoin that I have to send in order to process this transaction. I'm going to do that with my wallet. I've sent the transaction, and so I am then going to wait for the store owner to send me a coupon. Now, as the store owner, I have received this information that someone is wanting to purchase a product using this $25 coupon, and I can see that they use that email. So then, as the store owner, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go into my backend, go to selling, and go to discounts. I'm going to add a discount, maybe direct it towards the customer, enter in some kind of code. I'm just going to randomly generate it, and set this off to an amount off of $25. I'll set a limited use towards one use so that I know that they can only use it once. And I'm going to go ahead and set it to never expire. Then I can save, take the coupon, and email it to the customer. Then as the customer on the website, I can then go to my cart once I receive the coupon code, go ahead and go through the checkout process, and then I can paste the discount code in there, apply it, and then you'll see that the discount is processed and I can go through with my purchase. It's that easy. But how can you as the store owner set up this Bitcoin payment process? Let's check it out. So how do I get this set up onto my Squarespace site? Well, to start off with, I am going to go to Pages and create a new page. This is going to be the page where I set up the payment button that I showed in the example. So I'm going to call it something like Bitcoin payment page. And then it will be an empty page here. I'm going to go ahead and edit that and add in a new section. I'm just going to add in a blank section in this case, but you can add in whatever you want to that matches with your branding. So first off, maybe I'll add in a text block that describes what I'm supposed to do here. And then once I have that up, I'm going to add a second block and add in a code block. And then I am going to, at this point, you can see that I'm going to have it in HTML and I'm going to need the code. So I'm going to head over to the Blockonomics website and click on Merchants. At this point, I'm going to either set up an account or if I already have an account logged in. And once I've logged in, I'm going to be taken to this screen. I'm going to click on the Create Payment button /link. And I'm going to need to enter in my Bitcoin XPub. You can find this on most major wallets by following the instructions here. Once I've done that, I'm going to click on Save Changes. And then I'm going to click on Products. Once I'm on Products, this is where I can enter in the information that I need. So for example, my product name, I'm going to say that this is Squarespace Bitcoin purchase, and do that in for the description as well. This information won't necessarily show up. It's not as important. I will then, in the customer fields, choose any fields that I need. In this case, I'm only taking the email ID. This is the simplest way to do it, but you can add in other fields if needed, check marking them, but then that will also require extra steps in setting up the widget. You have to enter in a baseline price. I'm going to just put in 10 USD here. You can also change the currency. And then I'm going to put in a donation mode checkbox. This is what allows them to put in the amount of money that they need to spend for their purchases. At that point, I'm going to click on Save and then click on Generate Widget. And you'll see then that it will generate this widget URL. There are also instructions here on how to set it up. I'm going to go ahead and open those up. And this kind of shows all of the different things you can do with it. In this example, I'm just going to be setting it up so that we have an area for the amount that needs to be put in and the email ID. However, you can also add in other areas if you want to put in any extra information such as the user address or anything like that following these instructions. So in this case, this is what I'm going to take, fetch email ID from an input. So I'm going to copy and paste this code right here and paste it over here in Squarespace. Now, this is only taking the email, and obviously we also need the amount. So I'm going to copy this first line here and paste it in, but then change it to say the type is number, the ID is amount, and the placeholder will be something about including an amount. Then the next step down here with the variable, I'm going to copy that line there as well, paste it in, change the variable to amount, change the element to amount. For this UID, this is where I need to go back to Blockonomics, and you can see that I've got the widget ID right here. I'm going to copy that, head back over to Squarespace, and paste it in. Then add a comma after email, and then enter in another amount, and so then that's taking in the variable. At that point then I can click on save and exit, and you can see then that it will pay just like I did earlier and show up exactly as it did. It's that easy to set up a payment page on Squarespace.